Feature Friday.
The freshest. What's up, people? Welcome to Feature Friday. Today is Friday, and we're checking out Afro music for the first time.
Yeah, so we live in London, so there's a few artists here that are very popular. They're obviously Afro influenced, or they might be from like Nigeria. There's a few artists that are from Nigeria, and we're kind of familiar with some of their sounds and stuff. But that is actually some of our songs that we really enjoy are from there. But all the artists that we're gonna check out today are all are they from? I think some of them are from Nigeria, some of them are from Cameroon. I'm not too sure.
South Africa.
South Africa. So but they're all completely new. So we've never heard them, and I thought it might be a cool time, like a podcast, to kind of figure out new music, new artists from such a ginormous continent and such musically rich. Because as a matter of fact, like one of the things I was discussing with some musicians that kind of like they're bands, so they play for bands in like the Philippines, some of them in Korea, and it's like most sounds that I'm a percussion head. I love percussion. I love drumming. Most of the sounds that we replicate in South America, where we're from in Venezuela, here in America, come from Africa. All those sort of native sounds. So seeing what's kind of popular over there as a continent, but also it's very interesting. But also one of the things that you guys mentioned was each country in Africa. Like for example, if you listen to Nigerian music, right, artists that are from Nigeria, and they listen to like maybe Egyptian music or music from for example, Algeria is a good example. It's all very distinct sounds.
Yeah, it's very different. They have their own take on the same genre.
So it was a bit hard to put every country's title in the title. But let's maybe we can even do a part 2. But let's try and figure out as much as we can out of the Afro music and just kind of hopefully take inspiration from some of these sounds and learn more music. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Enjoy our song, and then we'll see you on the other side.
Come take a closer look to the things I wanna do. Just imagine being left by me. Come take a closer look to the things I wanna do. Just imagine being left by me. See, I'm captive to my own desires. The idea of you sets my demons on fire. Now when we speak, my mind is finally set free. I really, really wanna give in Just imagine what it's like to be loved by me. Just imagine what it's like to be loved by me. Just imagine what it's like to be loved by me. Just imagine what it's like to be loved by me.
That was also another thing. Probably Afro-influenced music is one of the genres that I'd love to at least make once.
I find it kind of like difficult. I think I would have to, like, writing, singing wise, I think I would have to go back to like the Venezuelan tambores type of roots,
Right.
like vocally speaking, and then listen to what is actually popping in Afro, like in the Afro music scene as well, and listen a little bit more, because I feel like I'm quite ignorant when it comes to like vocally what I would personally do.
Hopefully
So-
it might help us.
Yeah, I think so. I'm really excited for this because it's gonna broaden my whole perspective in music one more time, and I'm excited for
And it
that.
was weirdly an idea that it was very requested through the podcast. If you're new to Feature Friday, it's just a podcast where we find new music on a Friday, basically.
We said here we listen to music.
Yeah. And you guys hopefully see us find out
Discover
new
new-
artists. Or my little dream is that at least someone finds also new artists with us through the podcast. So yeah, and then hopefully this also inspires new music from us. So let's give this a go. This is Rema, and the song is called Woman.
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 Let's have a look.
It's like a W downwards.
It's like an arrow.
Or like that trident thing from Aquaman. Don't do that.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a good podcast. It's such music that just makes you kind of like just move, bro.
It's kind of hard to ignore the fact that it makes you dance.
Damn, dude.
How do they dance like that? That's so dope.
Wow, that lady with
How
blonde
many
hair.
girls in my DMs?
Yeah, I would imagine dancing's gonna be mind blowing.
Yes to the dancers! Holy guacamole!
Get my phone.
That is freaking fire!
Interesting
I
reference there to the
love that.
Eden, apple of Eden, right? Kind of like a reference to that for
Is
being
it?
fruit. Yeah. You know, because it was Eve, right, who initiated,
Ah,
right?
I didn't even-
Isn't that like a reference to that?
most likely. I was just taken aback by the whole freaking rhythmicality of the song, but it's not hard. Like it's
Could
not.
just be an apple as well.
No, but I think it makes more sense what you said. For real, in a whole honest point of view. More intelligent too. I was just thinking that the musicality of it, the rhythmicality mixed with those chord progressions, and how he decided to rhythmically and vocally sit on top of it is very distinct to this genre of music, which doesn't happen anywhere else. You could use the same beat,
Right.
and give it to a Western artist, and they would do a completely different thing vocally speaking, right? So
I think
they won't sit in between the chords like he's doing here.
it feels like the vocals are part of the instrumental.
Yeah, and he's somehow another instrument. Like he's not,
It's good
and yet it's
observation,
the same. It is the main aspect of the whole song, but at the same time, he's just sitting so well into the whole atmosphere of the song. It's really peculiar. I'm really like hypnotized by the whole
It's
thing.
just, and I don't know what it is, but it seems it's just the Afro genre. Like here, for example, in London, if you hear like a song with those type of beats, you won't find anyone that's not dancing. to it.
Absolutely. This is the type of songs that play and everybody will be up on their feet.
Yeah, it just makes you want to dance
It's
right
that
now.
rhythmicality. I don't know.
Let's go.
It's
So
so
let's go straight to our playlist. Go.
bouncy. I love it.
I mean, just over there, just jeans.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
I like the choreo. It's so sick. Very slick. I love it. Ayo. Queens left and right. It is just women from start to finish.
Oh, and there they are with their photos around it, right?
That's dope.
That's sort of like Instagram, but in real life.
That was freaking fantastic.
Well, I was going straight into my playlist.
How
Where's
cool
he from?
was that?
I don't have my phone.
No idea. Here, you can search it up.
I have my phone because our keyboard decided to act out on us, and I figured out a way. I didn't know you could do this. I figured out a way. You can pair your phone to your computer and use it as a keyboard.
To like your actual desktop.
Yeah, and you can use it as a keyboard.
Yeah.
So now
cool.
I don't have a phone, which is maybe not such a good trade-off. A keyboard for his phone. What is it? What's his name was Rema.
Yeah, I think so.
Rema. Let's find out where he's from. He is from. He's a Nigerian singer, songwriter, and rapper.
Cool though. He's got swag and got flair, and that song is so. It's a party starter, but it's also like kind of like laid back and chill at the same time. How did they make that?
Listen to this. How bizarre is this? On 2019.
2000 what?
2019.
Oh, okay.
His song Iron Man appeared on Barack Obama's 2019 summer list. Summer playlist.
I love that.
How cool is that? Former president banging out your music. That is crazy, isn't it? Presidents listen to music as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. The fact that ex-President Obama has a playlist.
How bizarre is that?
It's kind of like
you don't think they actually do this stuff.
No.
Like the head of NASA, who's that?
I don't know.
Like Jeff Bezos.
Oh yeah,
he listens to music.
Yeah, but for Jeff Bezos, isn't that like, to me, that's not a far-fetched idea that there will be a Jeff Bezos like playlist on Spotify. That to me, that's not a far-fetched idea. But you know what? What would intrigue me? What? Elon Musk. It was like Elon Musk's playlist of favorites. One, right? Yeah. That would be weird.
What would he listen to? Yeah.
It's like, what do you listen to? He's an alien.
But I don't think there's many artists I can say.
In a good way, by the way.
I don't think there's many artists I can say that. So I was, just 2019, like Barack Obama was just banging out my tunes.
He liked my music, put me in his playlist.
Yeah, so bizarre. Many people can say that. Anyway, so someone who we are familiar with, but I wanted to sneak him in here because he's from Cameroon, but he sings in French.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm introducing him like none of you guys know him. You guys are very familiar with him. His name is Tayc, and he just released a song, I think about a week ago, and I haven't had a chance to check it out, so I thought, well, because I haven't checked it out, why don't we check it out on the podcast?
Definitely.
And also, not to brag, mate, but he has dropped me a DM. We have spoken 2 messages.
Love that for you. Yes.
But yeah, so I wanted to check this out and he's one of my favorite artists, like French artists.
Yes.
That was speaking French. He's also from Cameroon. But I actually don't know if he's originally from Cameroon or if he was born in France and his parents are from Cameroon.
Descent.
But he definitely very, very heavily influenced
in his music.
By so this Afro influences, and he carries his motherland very proudly. Proudly.
Yes.
So let's give it a watch.
Oh, Efra, introduce it. Go ahead.
Oh, there, Tayc, le Temps, clip officiel.
Oh my God, yes.
I've heard this whole album, by the way.
Oh, come on.
Hold on, pause. Father's having a bit of a technical nightmare here. How would that happen? I just clocked it. Press it again. Look how bizarre it is. It's now in a little corner as a baby. And now it's in the little...
now it's moving.
Father, it's alright. Just press you're just gonna have to reset it. Reset it up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just gonna have to. Dad, you're gonna have to go to the mini thing, to the settings.
I do like woman.
Yeah, well, Father does that. I would like
woman.
to. In case you didn't know, Father is our technical producer, aka. And so I'd love to know, for those that are watching right now, what sort of your playlist looks like. Yeah. Regardless of, you might be from, you might have you might be in England, UK, whatever, France. But one of the things I've noticed is they're more, because of internet and like Spotify playlists and this new stuff, the more mixed my playlist has become. Mm-hmm. Like I have music that ranges from Korea to Algeria to France to Romania to Latin America, American, and the UK. And I don't know if that was that common back then? Because I feel like now that's very, very easy.
I think now that is a thing, but I remember when I was growing up, the most varied thing that we would have in Venezuela was having, your playlist that would be like all the Latino type of like hot 20s that they were playing, and then your American playlist.
Right.
It's like all your either being pop music or rock music that was in English. And if you had those two playlists mixed, people will look at you weirdly, like, why you have your English with your Spanish mixed?
Right.
But now it's like a whole thing. Now, for example, I have it like on genres. Like, say that on my alternative playlist, I have music from freaking Slovakia, and then I also have
Norwegian.
I have Norwegian music in my playlist, but I also, in that same playlist of alternative music, I've got Korean artists, Filipino artists, and from different parts of the world. So that's how I go about it now. More about like, R&B, and then I have all my Latino R&B mixed with The Weeknd and
Dean.
Exactly. You feel me? So like I think that's how I'm doing it now.
Like just genre, but I feel like genres is so hard because each genre in different countries is so different.
Yeah, but then what I consider to that would fit onto that playlist.
Because here's the other crazy thing. Think about this. There's interpretations of different genres everywhere around the world, except one of the exceptions is Afro music.
That's true.
It's when you go Afro genre, you're universally going to find a genre.
Exactly, and it remains like its core remains the same regardless of the country or the singer that is making the Afro song.
So my question then is, because for example hip hop, you can get underground hip hop, like in London you can get grime, you can get then drill, you can get that kind of mix with like electronic hip hop. And they start rapping and stuff.
Yes.
Like garage hip hop. But to each their own. But I want to know then, because we're obviously trying to find out about each music industry, and the Afro music industry is ginormous. Not only because it's a fucking whole continent, but also because it's become so popular around the world because it resonates with so many people. What are like the folkloric sort of sounds? If you're watching from maybe Nigeria or Cameroon or wherever you're from, what are kind of like the typical genres that you hear in your country?
That's a fantastic question.
Because it's such an unfair question if I said, what are the typical genres you hear in South America? Because
there's so many.
Just in Venezuela, where we're from, llaneras are so unique.
Well, yeah, it's actually pretty unique to Venezuela and Colombia. They play
like parrandas is similar, right? But then gaitas, it's very unique.
It's very Venezuelan, yeah. But then you also have in Chile, they've got their very specific sounds.
Brazil.
Freaking Argentina, if you go the opposite all the way south into the continent, and you have completely different sounds.
Brazil has like 7,000 genres.
Yeah,
and they're all good. I kid you not. They're
all
all
so true. They all get better.
Yeah, so
the more folkloric, the better they get.
Like when we checked out Algeria, we find out such unique sounds, right? But
that we're very connected to the motherland itself.
So then I'd love to know, kind of like what is it like in Nigeria? What is it like in Cameroon? What is it like in Egypt? Egypt's an interesting one, right?
And I feel like music is the heartbeat of a country. Like, it's what represents and resonates with the people of the country. So it's like its beat, its sound. Like that's the most general sound that you would get from the most honest sound that you would get from any country. So when people say, oh, you gotta go to certain countries to listen to their music, that to me is a very like, that's an important tell, because that's how you would really get to know what people from that country are like, and regardless of language, you will be able to connect to it instantly.
Also, what the charts look like. I'm always interested in like when the charts look like in each country. Like what does the charts look like in South Africa?
Oh yeah, good point.
I'd imagine they also have some worldwide artists, The Weeknd, Dua Lipa, all this stuff. But what about maybe they have some of their own artists in there?
Most likely.
So I'm very, very, very interested. So let's check out Tayc.
So go ahead again.
Le Temps clip officiel.
Oh my god.
Probably pronounced Le Temps wrong.
Fantastic.
Probably means the times, right?
Really?
Don't know. I've heard this whole album. I think I said that already.
Isn't this like 40 songs long?
Yep. He makes so much music.
Oh, I like that building. Come on, friend. Back to work. Oh, yes. The baby's gonna start dancing before he can
That's
walk.
what a visual, mate.
Ooh. My God, what a way to relieve the stress.
Instead of presentations.
Ooh, he's fine. Ooh, I love that, dude.
Times of struggle, just dance.
I love the lyrics of the song as well. They've got like so much hope, so much like power in songs like this. You need them in troubled times of the world like today. I adore that this is the song that he chose to like
That's nice
make a
lyrics,
music
right? You hope
video.
to find the one who loved you, the one whom you played. Very interesting, right?
It's
so this
nice.
harmonized yin yang sort of idea.
Yeah, that you need to find that innocence back in you again. It wake up that inner child.
Just dance, right?
I love that. We should have that on offices. We should have daily dance-offs just to relieve stress. Ooh, ooh.
Dude, she's
yes,
awesome.
she's amazing though. What the hell?
If you listen to this in a bus, you are dancing, no way.
No, like you can't stop yourself. Yes.
That bus is such a vibe.
Oh my God. I adore it. Hey.
Kill my vibe, dog.
I'm minding my own business. Goodbye.
Looks a bit like London, those cities.
It does a little bit.
Ah, nice.
Hey, friend.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Damn, nice dresses, dude.
Oh, this is my favorite part of the video. That aesthetic is beautiful. Oh. That's cool.
He's also
I
an
like
amazing
that.
actor.
That is cool. That was fantastic.
So I wonder what he represents.
Why wasn't this like longer?
A petition for all elevators to play this music.
I agree.
Do you know when
Yes.
she's all carrying that box?
Yeah.
Father, by the way, the video was a bit low. You put the square too low. Apologies, mate.
I think he represents hope, and that, and like because it was
Purity,
the petals.
maybe because he's so white.
Yeah, it's hope. It's purity, but it's also that innocence. Is like running towards something. Running to something that was there inside you before, and it's like you're reconnecting to that part of you. It's like regardless of the troubles of your life in the moment, you have that he represents you going back to those roots, that to like finding yourself again.
Right.
And regardless of what people might have to say about it, or what they think, or how troubled your environment might be.
Because usually, like in like
how
movies,
difficult.
when they use like white petals or like a white swan, or just swan's white. Because there's black
Yes.
swan, right? Are there?
Yes.
Let's see it again, Father. That's better. There you go. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Apologies. So usually when they use like white petals instead of like red petals, of roses and stuff, that red is usually related to like passion and love and all stuff. But white petals represent like like purity or like pure essence type of thing. So it wouldn't surprise me that's actually what you said is actually the meaning of it, like going back to what you truly are.
Exactly.
And just enjoy what you actually enjoy, which is like.
He was born in France.
He was born in France.
Born in France.
So
His parents are from Cameroon.
His parents
I
are from
see.
Cameroon, right? There you go.
Okay.
So that's why he's so heavily influenced by these sounds
Exactly from the coastline, the most important city in the coastline.
in Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Oh, nice.
That's fantastic.
Because the one of the songs I love about from him is Ni Pense Plus. I mean, apologies, I don't speak French. But it has very strong Afro influences.
It's a
And
beautiful
I was
song.
like, where is he from? And then he's from Cameroon.
Yeah, it's
He's
fantastic.
from France, but his parents are from Cameroon. Apologies.
Such a cool.
That's
Mi
it.
pense plus.
I don't know how to pronounce. I've been watching this geezer on TikTok. He's like, he has
How
go,
to speak French.
Croissant. Not croissant. Croissant.
Song.
And it's like, fuck, you know what I mean? Bloody hell. But it is true though, because everyone just sort of smurders. Imagine
It's
if,
like when everybody says, "Oh, like gasolina." Like
gasolina.
gasolina.
But where'd you get the O
It's like,
from?
where's that coming from?
Gasolina, you know?
yeah.
But, you know, he's very passionate about his language, and I appreciate passion.
Anyways, next we got. Let me
What was
see.
the other one? Baguette.
Baguette.
I
Baguette.
can't remember how you actually
It was
said
very funny. It's
Okay.
a ba.
Next one, go on, you've got it.
Well, I actually don't know how to say any of this stuff, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart with all my soul because we were just talking about pronunciations.
Sauti Sol. Sauti Sol. Or
Sauti
Sauti.
Sol?
SURA YAKO.
Sauti
I wonder
Sol?
if they
Sauti
pronounce...
Yako?
Where is this from, by the way?
I have
We'll
no
figure out.
idea. You can figure it out. But this is like a group of people, and this actually came out a while back in 2014, and it's been super requested. It's apparently this is like a staple song.
Sauti Sol, they are a Kenyan Afro pop band.
Cool.
Nice. Initially a
Cappella
cappella group.
How sick!
Oh,
Get
yeah.
ready for vocals. I'm
Okay,
excited.
let's hear.
Whew, all right.
So that's pop.
Okay, go back again. What time signature is that? That's wild. That's rhythmically so complicated.
What the fuck, dude?
That's wild. How cool is that?
Oh my god, it's just the vibe, bro!
Vocally, you're talking about some harmonies and some layers that are heavenly. Oh my god, it's, you know, when you listen to those I think it was Sting that first brought it, like from who I first heard it from was Sting. He brought in this choirs that were like this complicated vocally speaking, and they just had it naturally. They naturally inclined into doing this, and it was from Kenya. I remember listening to those. Was it Sting? I don't remember if it was Sting. I think it might have been Sting, but please don't take me up on that. It's just blurry memories that I have laying on the back of my head. Listening to those layered voices for the first time, and the difficulty of the intricacy of the harmonies. I never thought I'd hear them again, but here we are.
They're awesome.
It's fantastic. It's kind of magical, really. It's wild. Also, very complicated chord progressions. Woo!
Well, they're great singers, though. Oh, nice. What a distinct voice.
Oh my god, his voice.
It is awesome.
His vocal capabilities are astronomical. That's a party
he feels everything.
Ooh.
I like him, man.
That was insanity. It was
It's class.
rhythmically speaking, vocal
class.
textures
It has a weird effect on you, doesn't it?
They are from the other coastline,
of
opposed to Cameroon.
Right.
Ah,
Complete
so
opposite.
Totally, total opposite.
And this,
All opposite.
and then I'd imagine then, because it was, they said they were, I mean, this is Wikipedia. I'd love to hear their actual description of themselves or what genre they do. But Wikipedia says they do Afro pop, right? So that would be considered pop, or Afro pop.
Popular music.
Yeah, because it's not 4x4.
4x4, right?
4x4 format.
Well, it
but
doesn't start like that, but
on a completely weird time, it's completely different time signature though. It could be the core of it could be on a 4x4, but they were doing crazy stuff rhythmically speaking. It wasn't sitting on a 4x4.
it's 4x4. Yeah, but it's 4x4.
Really?
Yeah, it's 4x4.
Oh,
the
that
whole thing
was
was
wild.
4x4. It's just the beginning was very nice.
Yeah.
They're very good arrangement.
Oh, it's cool, and
But-
I love also the inclusion of the culture and the popular feel that it all had. It felt very organic to a certain extent, didn't it? It's very cool.
I'm very interested in them specifically because they seem to understand rhythm and feel rhythm in a specific type of way. It's very peculiar, very.
I think
Very
they would say to you that that's just how it is. Like I don't think there's much science
No,
to it
well-
for them. You know, it's like how you grow up in that. I think that's just so natural.
I don't know many artists from
It's like to dance tambores.
Exactly, I think it just comes so natural.
Again, that's why I was so interested in this because I know very few artists that are from Africa. You know, like Nigerian specifically, like Wizkid. I think he's from Nigeria. Do correct me if I'm wrong, please. Malik Berry. I'm not sure where he's from. I think it's Nigeria too. So some of the most rhythmically wise that I enjoy the most are from like Africa and Nigeria specifically, it seems. But listening to different type of, it's been Kenya, Cameroon. Well, Tayc is kind of like a wild card type of thing because he's French, but such Cameroonian influences. So it's very interesting, kind of each interpretation. Now I understand why people in the comments, when we asked for requests, they were like, "It's funny, but I'm from Nigeria myself, but it's so distinct to me and easy to pick off people from sounds from different parts. Like this is
Because they're very distinct in their own way. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Like in South America, we kind of have that, right? A bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Like salsa, like you can kind of pick off. Oh, this
exactly who's playing the salsa. If it's Colombian salsa, if it's Puerto Rican salsa, like you can definitely tell the influence.
But it's
especially-
one genre.
Exactly.
Unique
it's the
to
same-
South America.
Yeah.
To us Latinos, whatever you call them.
Yeah.
Whatever we call ourselves, Latinos, right?
From Latin America.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we have Tiwa Savage.
Okay. Koroba.
Koroba. I don't know.
Koroba?
Koroba.
Yeah. I would love to know if you guys pronounce, or if over there they pronounce R's.
Tiwa Savage.
You want to search up? Yeah, go.
Yeah. I don't know. What
Tiwa,
to-
Tiwa, and then Savage, S-A. It's a girl,
Yeah. It's a female singer.
Nice.
Yeah. Nigerian.
Nigerian singer, okay,
Okay. Let's go.
That was quite short, 2 minutes.
And now for our entertainment news, African bad girl Tiwa Savage
African bad girl.
front page again.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Guys, she's got amazing eyes. Oh my god.
If I follow politician,
Those type of
If I
basins are so
follow
catchy.
politician.
they go call am prostitution.
I love that.
Enjoyment. If money dey for pocket.
What else did you say?
Kuro, 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 ba.
Dude, your jeans over there are elite.
They really are. What the hell?
NCTV. Find lyrics.
Oh, it's already finishing?
I
How
know.
is this ending so quick?
I would like to say something.
Yes, go ahead.
Go on, mate.
She moved to London when she was 11 years old.
Oh, lovely.
And guess what?
Go on.
She was the backup vocals for artists such as Josh Mako.
Wow. Jesus Christ. That's awesome.
Holy
hell.
guacamole!
She's big.
She's
No, no,
huge.
well, imagine she's ginormous. I mean, look at the production of that stuff. She's got 9 million views. That's unbelievable, mate.
9 million views in that video. But she is fantastic though. Her rhythmicality, her vocal, like I said in the first song, they just sit really well on the rhythmics of the song. That they is, I don't know what it is that is so natural to them to vocally write the rhythms, melodically speaking as well. It's freaking mind-boggling to me. It's amazing.
Find it hard to find
Like translations.
translation because she does use a lot of words in English.
Yes.
Um,
I think majority of it is in English except for that chorus. It's really cool though. This is fantastic. Nationally kicked
send money if you
it.
think you're rich.
I know.
No,
a comment-
come to this life to suffer.
Oh my god, what an outfit! Ooh! And yes, get me football dancers any day. Oh, she's stunning. I love what she's doing. That's my favorite
Probably one of the
outfit.
best outfits we've seen
Yeah,
today. Oh, see that song with Davido.
that's cool. Oh my
Clarence
god.
shot it. Capital Dreams picture. That's such a clever way of doing credits.
How?
Because you won't skip them. Because you feel you want to read them.
Yeah, that went by so fast.
Koroba,
That was such a quick song.
Hard, bro.
It needs to go on for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it's one of those songs that's like so short but sweet, and you just want to listen to it again and again and again.
It's so cool. I love everything about the fashion, the rhythmicality, the vocals that sit so nicely, so seemingly on top of those rhythms. It's really fantastic. It's so addictive, you know. I love it.
Yeah, it's funny because, I don't know, man, what the hell those sounds are, and I'd love to know again the science behind this. I've spoken about this before. Like when you listen to pop, there's some people that sing in a certain way that it's just catchy. It just catches to you, and I'm not the only one because obviously they become hits, right? So it's like other people also become stuck to them. But then when it comes to this genre of music, I think it's universal that it just makes you.
I know, it's true.
And then you have like sweet vocals of Koroba,
Let's
Koroba.
record that. Come on.
You know, and you kind of just like, what the hell is going on in my body? Why am I moving?
Why do I feel like
Like,
this?
dude, I'm just having dinner. Like, but if you listen to this, you just start Koroba. And you're like,
Just
what
start
the
having a whole party by yourself.
What is that?
I know, it's so cool.
And why it realist really?
I
The
think
only
it's human
genre.
nature, dude. I
Maybe.
think it's human nature. Because, like, even before music was music, we used to be
Well, before it was a
inclined.
business, right?
What?
Before it was a business. and
No,
part
no,
of the
no.
whole-
Before music was officially classified as music, before we started making our own scales and trying to replicate music sound from nature, before that, officially, you know,
Okay.
we were naturally inclined to rhythms, the drums, the percussiveness of things, and we would chant along to rhythms. Not actual melody, but rhythmicality first came. The percussive element of music was before melody, because it was harder to replicate the sounds from nature, but it was so easy to make up a rhythm. You know, and that's where the tiny little bit of music history that I recall from my
Imagine it's
studies.
easier, for sure, to replicate, to create rhythmical patterns than to replicate vocal patterns.
Yeah. Melody. It's hard to make melody, but it's very easy to create rhythm, percussiveness. You know,
But
I think that's why this hits so naturally. It resonates so easy to
Yeah, but there's
the movement.
But there's other more percussive oriented genres as well. Hip hop is one of them.
Well, why do you think it's so
But
popular?
it is not universally though. it doesn't have this effect. Just hip hop beats on their own don't have this effect. This has an uplifting effect.
Because
always.
I also,
regardless of whether you know the actual genre.
Mm-hmm.
Why this one?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I actually think it has to do with the rhythmical complexities that the genre possesses naturally. Because even though the pattern is very repetitive, it's complex and dynamic enough. It's not so linear as in hip hop, because hip hop maintains a very linear feel of percussion, but in Afro music, just personal opinion, the loop, for example, it's dynamic enough to incite movement and rather than on a linear pattern.
Right.
That's my opinion.
I'd love to know that. Like, I'd love to figure that out through science. Like, you know, those studies that people have made. Like,
Yes.
what effect does this genre have in emotions, moods? Well, not emotions, too hard to measure those, but moods and kind of like thought patterns and creativity and that type of stuff. I'd love to know this specific genre.
Yeah.
And if you know any studies or anything like that, made like documentaries, I would love to fucking binge watch them because it's so bizarre. Why am I moving?
I think it should be something similar like it's happening with salsa and Latin
Yeah,
music.
Yes.
salsa is one of those.
The
Again.
bass player is the key.
Yeah.
It's a percussive side of music.
Yeah, and the bass drum and the percussion itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does it do that? Why? Yes, salsa's a good one as well. Why does salsa do that?
Yeah, and you hear it in any type of genre that's heavily on led by percussion are the rhythms that people feel the need to move to, and it's just, I feel it's just a natural response for humans. I think it's just even if you can't hear, the vibration itself has a effect in
That's something
the
interesting.
body.
Right, I remember we used to have a friend. He was hearing impaired, had a hearing impairment, and he could only hear kind of like the bass.
It's like feel the vibrations. He couldn't really hear the melody.
And he
but
would love this type of music.
yeah, it was the vibrations that led the music itself. Yeah.
Because it makes you fucking just
Yeah, it's
get up
cool.
and dance. Go on,
Yeah,
let's carry on.
All right, so this is our last one for today.
Nice.
And
I mean,
Olamide.
not nice.
Yeah, it was very fast. It went by really quick.
Excuse me?
Olamide. I don't know how to say it in English or.
Olamide.
I said Olamide. Yeah, maybe. And this song is called Loading. Again, I apologize for the bad pronunciation.
Well, Loading.
Featuring bad boy Temps.
All right.
Another Nigerian guy.
Nigerian.
Another
Okay, nice.
Nigerian artist. Okay, ooh, exciting.
Oh my god. Okay.
How cool!
Oh, I didn't notice it was a bathroom. I didn't notice it was a toilet.
Oh my god! Why are you looking at me?
But imagine.
There we go. Wow, that's so cool! I like this part. This is my favorite part of the video. But also this one. That's so cool! Loading. Ooh. The dancers as well, they're so freaking fire. That is such a weird video. I love it.
That would be. I want to get a VR just to
Me
to watch that
too.
video.
Me too. I want to get a VR set so I can actually see what the hell. Oh no, we got more.
Oh, nice. Because it is like I'd imagine that's kind of like the future, right?
VR sets.
Yeah, like people are just gonna be like on VR 24/7. You know how we are like on phones.
Yes.
If VR was made enough where you don't have to wear that fucking
The headset.
helmet
Uh-huh.
to be able to do it, if you were able to wear just like little glasses or maybe contact lenses, and then you could activate them, and then that could become virtual reality or then augmented reality.
Okay.
You no longer needed this. Then it would be like
Like Iron Man type style.
Yeah, that type of thing. But he still has to put a suit on, isn't it?
No, but he has the glasses and he talks to Jarvis
Oh, right, that's true. So
for commands instead of. It's so weird that is actually a possibility that could actually be the next step.
well, they tried the Google Lens thing, right? But it just didn't work because why would you do that when you have either a smartwatch or you have a phone? The utility you're sacrificing, the software you're sacrificing to be able to put it in a glass because it's so small and thin, where you're not at that level where we can put enough RAM or enough memory or enough applications that work and make it like realistic. Or sorry, it makes it useful in real life scenarios instead of just doing this.
Yeah.
It's like there's not enough trade-off at the moment. Too much of a trade-off, sorry, at the moment. So if we did get to that level though, where like you could do that and then you could see the video, like, oh, let's watch you say it in command, because that's also another thing. Like, yeah, you can speak to robots at the moment, right? Alexa's a robot, but she's a bit dumb. You know, she can't do that much.
You gotta give them a specific command.
Yeah, or like Google Home. Yeah, it's cool, but it's dumb. Like, it can't really.
It's so amazing.
Nah, I have to. Okay, Google, can you please turn the volume up? Wait! And now it finally fucking worked. When I tried to do it, I was in the bathroom the other day showering. So, okay, Google, can you turn it down? Okay, Google, nothing. It just kept playing. I hate that fucking song. You take it off, but it doesn't understand me. You know, so
that's very funny. I actually think.
So we have a long way to go.
Here's the thing though, because when I was like 7 and I was like in 2nd grade, right? I used to dream about this, like, oh my god, I'm gonna talk to my pencil and it's gonna write for me. Now you actually can talk to your phone and it would write out a whole freaking paragraph and send it off to somebody else on the internet, and you didn't even have to touch anything ever. You just voiced your thoughts. Yeah. And that to me was always like, that was like, oh my god, we're at that stage in life. The future is here. You know what I'm saying?
It's dope, but it's still clunky. So we're still in that refining process.
Of course, yes.
We're still in that refining process.
I think it's cool though. I think where we're at, it's pretty amazing.
Not about the capability or what you have to sacrifice about something. Is the world prepared to deal with that?
Oh, that's also another good point.
I mean,
I think it is though.
Regardless
have you seen the new generation?
Nah, dude. Regardless of whether we are or not, it's coming anyway. So you either get left behind or you adapt, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'd imagine if we do get to that level though, music videos would be, and entertainment would just be in your eyes, and you just look around, and maybe they would project there. And you're just kind of watching them, not for anyone else, just for you, but you can see it there. It's the same as like doing this, right?
Yeah, you're literally on your phone, but it would be
your eyes.
Right here in your face frame. That would be mad.
I don't know even if that's a possibility. Like, it's the same
Why
as like
wouldn't it
self-driving cars. It wasn't even a thought 30 years ago.
And now they're a thing, yeah. Like an actual working on
yeah, assisted
life.
Driving is a thing. Yeah, Tesla's doing it. A lot of companies are doing
Yeah.
it. Tesla's probably the leading one, but it's very bizarre where we are right now. Also music, like the way music's just being pumped out like that, because thanks to technology.
Yeah.
You know, collaborations are no longer limited through actual physical contact. You
Or
can do it online.
space and physical interaction is no longer a barrier anymore.
You can virtually create any sound you like, whether you have access to the instrument or you've had access or been exposed to that sound.
Yeah.
You can just make him out of nothing.
Yep.
So it's very interesting, you know.
We're wizards.
One of the most interesting ones to me is, where is music going to end up 50 years from now? What is music in 50 years from now going to sound like?
Well, I don't know.
Because it's becoming more and more technology driven.
Yeah, but music is cyclical, and even though we are moving towards, it's like a technological revolution in terms of music making, the influences of the original genres in the first days of I think they're coming back and they go away and then something new comes out of it, but it's cyclical. It's the same as fashion. You might be making something new, but the influences and its roots are pure, so it maintains the true core of whatever it is that you try to replicate.
You can see it right now with this African style music.
Yeah.
So they are using 2021 the roots of
Yeah, of course.
so many decades ago.
Right. Well, yeah, interesting. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. Like, if you think if it's like are you more on Valeska's sort of thought process? It's cyclical, regardless of how far away, how far on with technology advancements we are. Music will be one of those things where we'll always return to its core. I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't?
No, I think because I don't even. I think what we're probably gonna experience in the next 30 years is so unprecedented in terms of speed of advancement that there will be a period where it was gonna sound more robotic than ever.
Oh.
Yeah, and
that will be interesting to experience. It's exciting.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong, but I kind of get that feeling. You know, we've kind of tapped on it here at the moment, right, where sounds are becoming less and less unique and less human, right, and it's more electronic and it's more technologically assisted. So it wouldn't surprise me that some of the most popular songs in the future could be like an AI singing. Like you're seeing that influencers, right? Like there's this AI influencer thing, and it's like a fake person, lady.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know what
it's an animation. It's not real.
But it's got like
real robot, but it's.
But what if it made music?
What
if it made original music?
It has the song.
So what do you call, even if it sounds human, what do you call that? Do you call that music? Because I thought music was a human thing.
But it's programmed and made by humans.
So you think then that gives it the human element?
Of course. It's like the beat productions that we're making off of a computer. It's being done by humans.
But the voice.
Like the AI isn't making the song from scratch. Right, it's programmed into this animation.
What if it did? What if the AI made the song alone?
Well,
what would you call that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
AI music.
Maybe, maybe it would be a new genre. Maybe everything else would just stay the same and we just make a new genre for it.
Could possibly be true.
Anyways, let's finish off with official Mafikizolo.
Mafikizolo.
Featuring Mayday Happiness. Okay.
He looks happy.
But also orange.
Ooh. It's like a studio.
He looks very happy. Good vibes.
Oh my god!
Unbelievably attractive.
How cool is this song? Vocally speaking, you're talking about some beautiful.
This one sounds a bit more like tambor.
Yes, it's very close. It's very similar to our folkloric tambores in Venezuela.
Not vocally, but rhythmically.
A little bit. Not a little bit. It melodically kind of like resembles a little. Yeah, definitely. Male voices kind of follow onto this mixed voice setting, which is not really singing, but it's a higher pitch speech quality, which has a strong linear tonality to it, and it's very percussive naturally, but it highlights the melodics in a different way.
Well, let's do this.
See, it's very linear. Oh, he's dope!
Dude, those shoes are so clean. Yeah, it just makes you happy, bro.
You could be stuck in traffic.
Okay. Mayday, right?
Ooh.
Oh my good, I'm in love with this man. He makes me so happy.
See, it's that speech quality
He makes me wanna go.
mixed with that heightened. Oh my god, that was fantastic! More!
I'm a fan.
Woo! Oh my god!
It is calypso.
Yeah, is
They have 25 years playing together.
What?
the group has 25 years playing together. Oh my god, how sick! Oh, sorry. It's awesome. And my parents just highlighted the fact that it's very close, very similar to our Venezuelan calypso.
So see if you can find out a bit of calypso, just so you...
Yeah, Woman del Callao.
Woman del Callao.
Yeah, because I that's what I mean. It's like most sounds that we feel, you know, are from like South America. They came from here, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
They all came from. They're all Afro influenced. Absolutely all of them.
¿Cuál? Juan Luis Guerra, 440. That's not it.
No, un solo.
Un solo pueblo. Un solo pueblo. Here we are. Let's see. Let's see. This is old.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is.
Let's give it a go. Let's find out. Maybe it is.
Live is not the same, but in studio.
Let me
version,
find the studio version. I think I got it here.
You could hear better the sound of the bass.
Wait.
Which is interesting.
Oh, we're buffering. Sorry.
Obviously, they mix
My
right
bad.
of and Spain. Then
It's totally bugging right now.
why we?
I don't know why it's bugging so much. Freaking hell, can you please play? Anyways, well, that was a failed attempt to show you some of our culture.
Oh yeah, it's frozen
It's
completely.
frozen.
No.
Anyways, yeah, I just like my parents highlighted the fact that it's very similar to some of our folkloric music, that it's influenced by African rhythms, but also Hispanic, yeah, Spanish influenced music at the same time. So it's this weird mixture of cultures
Yeah.
that make one, you know. So it's true. It's
And
very
also
similar.
the mix then of indigenous sounds
Exactly.
of Venezuela.
Yeah.
Naturally before.
Yeah, because the instrument you're listening at the beginning,
Yeah.
it's not a guitar, it's a cuatro.
It's a
It's a cuatro,
cuatro.
yeah. Cuatro is just in case you don't know what it is.
Smaller guitar,
It's just 4 strings.
Like,
That has
like a
4
guitar.
strings.
like
Just-
a ukulele.
like a ukulele.
How many
but
does
it's-
ukulele have? 3, right?
4.
4. But the cuatro is different because it's a bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's the only difference.
Anyways, it's a really interesting combination of sounds and influences that literally came together in one genre.
I'd imagine then, is reggaeton like popular in like, I don't know, let's say South Africa?
I don't see why it wouldn't though. Like, because it's very rhythmically driven. I would think it might be.
Because that's also one of those genres that makes me want to dance. You know?
Yeah. Who knows? If you're from somewhere in Africa, let us know what is actually popping in your country and what should we check out next.
Absolutely,
Because
more than happy to do a part 2 actually.
yeah, this was really enjoyable. It's actually one of those, like we said at the beginning of the podcast, it's one of those genres that infiltrates in your veins and literally makes you move even if you don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things Father's just reminded me, yes, that the official merchandise is out right now. It
Yep.
does worldwide shipping, so regardless of whether you're watching from any
Anywhere
part
in
of
the world.
the only place we don't cover is Mars and Jupiter. But yeah, who lives there anyways?
For right now.
Who
we
lives there anyways? Earth is better. But yeah, just check it out in the link in the description. Let us know what you think. And yeah, worldwide shipping. And get it.
Yeah.
Support the channel and podcast.
That's right. And don't forget to tune in this Sunday where we're going to be chatting and talking a little bit with the guys from Magnus Haven, a super cool band from the Philippines. And if you're into alternative rock and a little bit of cool melodics, you should totally tune in to find out what their whole band is about. It was a really cool party that we had over in
Yeah,
Zoom.
because I think it's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We ended up with 4 at the end.
connection issues. But it was super fun. It was a great little podcast, and then
And you should totally tune in. It was really fun.
awesome stuff. Well, peace.
Bye-bye.